Well, welcome, parents, community, staff, and stakeholders to the October Pulse. My name is Superintendent Wade Smith, and it's my honor and privilege to share with you some of the great opportunities and activities we have planned for the month of October here in the Walla Public Schools. Before I begin, however, I would like to bring before you a special guest, Board President Cindy Meyer, who's going to address some of the board's strategic planning process and developments and share with you various opportunities for community and staff and stakeholder engagement and opportunities in the development of this incredibly important activity. Well, President Meyer, thank you so much for joining us for this October Pulse, and would love to have just a few words and share a conversation with you about the board's strategic planning process. And you know, the first question I asked when I was first hired in the district is, as I was doing some research, noticed the former strategic plan expired in 2015. So why did the board wait until this year to begin the renewal of a new strategic planning process?
We thought it would be a very good idea to have the new superintendent conduct this strategic plan process. We thought it would be a good way to get to know the district, get to know our community, and help us define our direction.
Great. So, as the board has laid out the strategic planning process for the school year for the district, what are some of the major tenets or themes the board collectively would like to see us accomplish as we look at the process itself?
Well, we knew we wanted an open and transparent process, and we also knew that it was imperative that we have as much input from our community and our staff and our students as possible, because we want to get this right. And then we also always keep in mind what's best for kids, and that's our guiding statement.
Great, great. So what are some of the avenues and ways in which the board has identified some of these involvement processes for students and staff and community?
Well, we're very excited. Keep an eye out on the opportunities, but coming up, the board will be at an elementary school, a middle school, and the high school conducting listening sessions, so that we hope to get input from staff at those. We will also have 2 community forums, one in English and one in Spanish, and we look forward to input from our community during that. We also will be conducting a survey, an electronic survey. And help me out, was there any?
Well, I believe that the strategic planning website that I know that you've been working closely with Communications Director Mark Higgins to kind of outline, you know, the various ways in which the stakeholders, both internal and external alike, will have opportunities, it sounds like, throughout the entire process to help guide the board's really strategic planning vision for the district.
Absolutely. So
Great.
We're looking forward to a lot of input from many, many people. That's how we're going to get this right.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate hearing directly from the board about the strategic planning process. And again, I just want to echo what you said out to our community and parents and staff and stakeholders. Please take the opportunity to help inform the board as they develop really that clear vision, mission, and values about where we want to go as a community in the Walla Public Schools, our hopes and dreams for our kids. And then further down the road, as the board develops that vision and mission, moving into some of the more strategic initiatives and goal-setting opportunities, again, further opportunity for staff and community input. So we look forward to your inclusion in this process, your voice being heard as the board wrestles with this incredibly paramount expectation and opportunity for us to really set the next stage for, I think, 5 years is what we're looking at for the Walla Public Schools. So thank you very much for your time,
Absolutely.
President Meyer.
Thank you, and we look forward to hearing from each and every one of you.
Again, I would like to thank President Meyer for joining me on this October Pulse, but really thank the entire board for their direction and their engagement in this incredibly important process called strategic planning. And I'm so excited to be just a part of this process to help deliver on some of the outcomes and objectives that they would like to see accomplished. And trust me as I share with you, they're really intent and commitment to seek involvement and to seek your input in this really what will be a dynamic process for all of us and really help set the stage for the future of our school district. Just to touch base on a few initiatives I wanted to talk to you about. First and foremost, it's just a pleasure. It seems like every time I open up the Union Bulletin and read about the outstanding things our kids here in Walla Public Schools are doing. Just recently we had a number of high school students, I think it was 11 high school students and a middle school student, join our community partners like C2C and our local police, and equity and access committee members, spending their weekend cleaning up parts of our town, cleaning up graffiti and doing other neighborhood support initiatives, and that's just so great to see our kids giving their time. Likewise, I recently participated in our first Equity and Access Committee meeting and had a chance to listen to 4 of our Latino students share with us some of the outstanding projects that they've been involved in, leadership opportunities like LEAP and La Mesa and some other things that they've been involved in to really develop their potential to be future leaders when we hope they come back here to Walla Walla and maybe even be educators or leaders in our school district down the road. By the time you witness this video, both of the board's committees will be up and running. We'll probably have finished our second bilingual education stakeholder review committee process, and that's been just a pleasure to sit and learn and listen about the wonderful programs we have here in Walla Walla and how a group of parents and community and staff, in addition to further stakeholder involvement, will help define and set the stage for that program for years to come. Likewise, we recently formed a highly capable committee as well to do very similar work as I shared with you in a previous pulse. And by the time, again, you viewed this video, they would probably be well underway into their first meeting, maybe their second one as well, to really wrestle with, creating the best highly capable program we have, kindergarten through 12th grade here in Walla Walla Public Schools. October 19th, we have scheduled a Superintendent Patron tour where I would invite community members and parents and others outside the district to come join me and our staff here to take a tour of 3 of our schools to visit some of the outstanding teaching and learning taking place across our campuses, learn a little bit more about our strategic planning process and provide some input in helping develop that as well. So if you're interested in being involved in that, please contact the school district, my office, or Communications Director Mark Higgins, and look forward to seeing you there at that date. I'm pleased to announce that the board has invited Chloe Williams, who's a junior at Wah High, to help address the board once a month on some of the outstanding activities and accomplishments that our students are doing here at Walla Walla Public Schools. And it's such a pleasure to bring youth and their energy and their excitement to our board meeting, and Chloe's been a great addition, and look forward to hearing her address the board here at the upcoming board meeting in October. Likewise, some of the other outstanding things taking place in the district will be well articulated in the Focus newsletter, which will be arriving in your mailboxes any day now, which again highlights some of the just wonderful things we're doing, both staff and students alike. The accomplishments are just, again, flowing here in the Walla Walla Public Schools, and I look forward to you having a chance to witness and learn about some of these great accomplishments and maybe get further engaged or better engaged in our systems to help us develop, again, a great comprehensive school system for all of our students. Lastly, I just want to share with you that I'm so proud of the board and their work in the strategic planning process, some of their book works as we read some of the latest and best literature from whether it's Schmoker or Dufour or Marzano, where they're having a chance to wrestle with some of the best practices, make that, articulate that work to make it make sense for Walla Walla Public Schools. And I think that can be evidenced by not only the strategic planning process, but by this year's goal setting process, where our board clearly understands the power and the importance of setting some goals for our schools and allowing our individual schools to individualize that process, to make it make sense for them as they work to develop those 3 or 4 high-yield strategies across our continuum to make sure our students, both kindergarten all the way through 12th grade, are well prepared for life, career, college, or whatever venture lay ahead. So with that, I appreciate your time in viewing this October Pulse. I look forward to seeing you involved in all the processes we have going here. For staff members, thank you for what you do every day. Students, thank you for just being shining examples of what great kids are doing and what the great kids do in their communities. And community, thank you for your engagement. Thank you for your time as I've been out and about meeting many of you and my family and I being involved in the many things taking place here in Walla Walla. With that, I look forward to addressing you in November. So have a safe and happy October. Again, homecoming week is right around the corner, the first week in October. Please be safe as we enter the Halloween trick-or-treating season with kids walking around in the dark and dusky evenings. So please be careful about that. And again, look forward to talking to you soon. My name is Wade Smith, Walla Walla Public Schools Superintendent. Have a great day.